Yo, 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 you beautiful people. Let's quickly post the link on the Discord and then we can already get going. Shout out, big hi to all of you. I've seen 44 people of you already lurking before the stream even started. That is pretty precious. I appreciate it very much, and if there's anything I can do in return, right, if there's anything you need to know, wanna ask, feel free to do so. I'll be trying to respond ASAP, and yeah, as always, let's have some fun. And so, I know for most of the Punapoko challenge, okay, sure, there was a guy asking in my comments if I was gonna be able to say the word Punapoko 10 times in a row. But I currently don't feel like it. Whoa, how did you get that background? It's called Affinity 10. If you reach Affinity 10 on your chosen unit, every unit has a live 2D background. So stay tuned for that. Look out for that and be happy with what you get, because these ones are pretty sick. There's a bunch of good ones. So, in the chat, if you want to, you can guess who our new carry is going to be. I'm not going to give you any tips, but I feel like it wouldn't be the hardest to guess. So, off you go. Let's see if you can get it. And let's see how many of you can get it, right? And then if you get it faster, then obviously we'll start faster. If not, then no. Let's see. Okay, we have Beryl, we have Luke, we have Owen. Can you see who we have to pick? Magna, Veronica, Haru, Hugo, Mika DPS, Mika on the Agony setup. Haru, hey, Riona, really no, Riona, Luke. But yeah, some of you were in fact correct. I managed to, after going to 60 pity, get myself Renoa finally. So we now are only missing Luke, Malin and Hugo on the main account. We still have the 300 pick, which I'm not going to use yet. But you can see the problem, can't you? I already spent all my resources today trying to get her up. But she's only level 48 instead of 50. Is it the worst thing in the world? No. Is it a little frustrating to be completely dried out on experience? Yes. So people, be careful with how much you level up characters. Let me tell you what I leveled up yesterday, reset moving into today's reset. We leveled up Veronica from level 1 to 50, Cassius from level 30 to 50, Renoa from level 1 to level 48, and I think we might have even leveled Beryl from level 1 to level 40, so I do not recommend. I do not recommend. It ends in a bloodbath of your resources. Affinity 10. So, we have a codex map. It is level 49. And this is the map we're going to be going into. I haven't played a single round of Renoa since launch of the game. I did get her doing the limited playtest, but it's been a while. She's been changed. Yes, you had the story. But we'll be going in on Nightmare mode clearly with my standard formation of Mika, Ray, Hypercarry. Let's go and let's see if we can make it happen. Oh, wait, memory fragments. That could have been something unfortunate. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to take the fragments off of Kayron. So a Offering of the Void Denial. A Offering of the Void Suppression, a Offering of the Void Shock, and then a attack percent main stat Blackwing with a attack percent main stat Offering of the Void, and an attack percent main stat, Black Wing, where we also get the last 2 substats on these pieces, because you know you might as well. So defense and attack flat, that is alright. And here we have attack percent and damage over time. Okay. Also, look at my currency. We're down to 686,000. Oof. Oof. We are getting into dangerous territory. We can barely level up Rin to level 60 should we want to do that. Have you already bought the advanced battle memory from the shop? I tried everything, alright? That's all you need to know. What's this? Oh yeah, Ocean Breeze Sushi is what we'll be having active. We're going full offensive. Let me see if I can find the chat box so I can move it over. Ta-da! Oh, and also today should be less of a desync between the mic and the audio. No, between the cam and the audio. And it should also be better lighting. I was fixing a couple things on the side and it should be going pretty well. So here we are, very first run on Renoa. Let's see what we can cook up. Apparently we are now Devoid expert, right? We're running K-Ron, we're running Rin, we're running Renoa. We're making it happen. Ray Mika Hyper Carry. Yes, sir. Just got to level 40. Do I just grind a new mode instead of Chaos for save data? 100%, yes. Okay, so Epiphany or 100 credits. I feel like we can get away with picking the 100 credits. But we should probably just go for the Epiphany and see where it leads us. Okay, we got the Blessing of the Waves. Renoa, Barry, and Mika with dodge burst and extra attacks with opening shot, Epiphany, retain, follow-up. Damn. Okay. Renoa, increase stress by 1 when entering a non-combat area. So she also likes to fight. A lot. 1 legendary piece of equipment. Better rest recovery for stress and health, or just healing at the end of a turn. Probably Kleptomania. What is a curse if not an ability to gain when discarding a card? It seems pretty fitting for Renoa. I can see myself discarding some cards. So, why not? We have a purple thing at the top. We can not swap lanes. But we can go down here and then move through. Alright. So we can hunt a double elite. That seems about appropriate. 3 Lukes and 4 Hugos. Oi, oi, oi. You just got your second 0 run completed. Renoa did 5k damage on the last boss in 1 turn. That's a lot of damage. Brother in Renoa. That just sounds a little sus, alright? Just a little bit. It is very true. You really don't have a lot of time, or you don't even think about other games, because the game never gives you the time. There never is a period where you're like, ah, oh, damn, I can't do anything. Maybe I should play something else. You're just like, alright, I guess we're playing this all day, every day. Yeah. That truly seems to be the way of the chaos. It's just like you don't even have a choice. You start, you do 2 0 runs, the day is over, you do whatever you have to do, and then you rinse and repeat. You can't wait to get to level 40 and agree? Understandable. Alright, let's see what we'll get us here. The 1 damage card increase. Fantastic. I will play Orlea, yes. You know, I thought of a really... okay, it's not even that fun, but... I'll tell you in a sec. Let's see, we get ourselves to one wave. I thought about maybe playing a Rin Orlea combination due to Orlea having a bunch of retain cards, and you could then use these retain cards to trigger the multi-hits of Rin's purple attack. So you can like reliably trigger that, and your goal would probably be to get as many of the Rin purple cards as possible, and then always have like 6 hitters ready. Yo, Wise Man, what's up? Hey, Rainy Blue, welcome, welcome. Krish, Claire, Orlea seems to be a jack of all trades, but does nothing exceed at anything. I also thought about running a DPS, a main DPS Orlea. I'm just not quite sure how we get there. But, yeah. We'll try and make it happen. We just failed to roll a 6. We just failed to roll a 6, huh? You've been, will you make new updated guides? Some of the card effects and costs have changed for characters. Costs? Which costs? For who did cost change? Like, card names I can understand. Now, Celestia is called Heaven, and like some other description change, but costs? What is extra ether storage in the research facility? You know how your stamina caps out at 240? It just increases the cap. I think they're gonna nerf Meilin. The devs already said no nerfs. They already stated in multiple interviews leading up to the launch that they were going to be 100% anti-nerf. No nerfs. So if you're scared about having your most favorite combo taken away from you, you don't need to be. What about buffs? Buffs is obviously something the devs can think of. And oh, should I show you something very interesting? But psh, please don't tell it to other people. I'm specifically talking about other CZN guys. Just don't tell them what you see here, so that I can still make a video about this information. You know, but I at least wanted to share it with you because it's just on my mind, you know. One sec, we almost have it. Just need to activate the source. There we go. This is from a Korean game article, and it's talking about the next season. So this one is pretty much what's going to happen. Something called a galactic disaster is going to happen. That is a large-scale story-driven seasonal piece of content that we get pretty much every 9 weeks. We get this translates to Chaos Zero Nightmare. So we get more lore, and we get chaos events that are only available during the season. Cards, equipment, and effects available only in those chaos events are highly valuable, as they cannot be obtained again after the season ends. But you see this image here? This is clearly, right? This one in the middle is clearly Chessa's card. So there might just be buffs or whatever, or changes right around the corner, which is in just 2 weeks. All right, let's continue. Tressa buffs would be nice. Is she that bad? Are you sure about that? All right, we could increase void card damage. We could increase the damage. Ooh, 60% damage of 1 card costs. Seeing as how the dirge bullets are considered 1 card cost, 1 cost cards, we might just go with the 1 cost. We just go all in on the 1 cost shenanigan. Is it better to play as Mika with Orlea in the team? Mika is just so powerful at what she does that usually, unfortunately, doesn't really yield the expected results. Maybe special epiphany options are only available in the event? That is the real question, right? We'll obviously check it out the more we have information. But for now, that's all we have to go by. Have you tried Luke with Hugo combo? They are so fun. Oh, you know, I saw a card that was super interesting. There, on this planet, on the green planet, there's a monster card that says, it's like an upgrade card. Every time you use a targeting attack card, apply 1 stack of agony. Now think about the synergy between 1 agony per attack card on Tressa and on Luke. All of a sudden you have the ability to potentially apply 10, 15 stacks of agony if you play your cards right. That thing is disgusting. That thing is just disgusting. You got that equipment on your Luke? It's 1 per turn? No, I'm talking about the monster card. The monster... You sure the monster card is 1 per turn? Yeah? I swear I saw the card just like 5 minutes ago. But it never says it so on the card, huh? No, not the equipment. There's a monster card. There's a monster card that works as an upgrade card that turns every targeting attack into an attack that applies a stack of agony. And it's from this planet. See? Yeah, the monster card is not once per turn. 4th planet, Luke and Tressa enjoy us. Hunt. Go. Find the card and build a deck and kill some people. In a non-violent way. Do buff cards refer to upgrade cards? I do believe so. Buff cards should be upgrade cards. It's another issue of poor localization that will hopefully be rid of in the next couple of weeks moving forward. You got Veronica. Hey, Gideon, congratulations, big guy. I hope you enjoy it. What monster is it? It's the one with the masks. It's the one with the masks. It has like 4 legs, masks. What's the name? Yo, Sir Spectre the Spooky, can you give us the name of the monster card? You already have it. That'd be fantastic. Where's that monster card? 4th planet. Wait for Mr. Sir Spectre the Spooky to give you the name. Okay, 1 Dirge Bullet, 2 in the discard pile, 3 Dirge Bullets, or 2 Dirge Bullets. We might just have to go for the 3. Two 20, 100. 280, 160. Whoever isn't playing Renoa Ray must be choking. The skill all the way? Yeah, but I don't know. I thought about it in a way that you can probably get something going even with Dirge Bullets in the graveyard, right? Because isn't there a skill that pulls you cards out of the graveyard and stuff, you know? You're 800 XP from level 40. Hey, sweet. You could play a Chaos run to get first kill rewards. You could buy a tiny amount of stamina. Or you could just wait and get it that way. The world is yours. The chances are yours to take. Guys, I have the most broken deck right now. Hope for me to keep it. On which Chaos difficulty are you playing? Is it high save data? Is it very high save data? Because at least if it's very high, you have a very high chance of keeping most, if not everything. Yo, BDT Joe, what up, what up? Who do you recommend for first Chaos final boss? I don't have Rin or Maylin as good single target DPS. Renoa waste a lot of bullets on wrong targets and boss becomes impossible if you don't kill the mobs fast. You could try Kayron. But he also doesn't have... Yeah, I don't know. I just like using Rin there. You could try Tressa. Tressa could help, but she doesn't do burst. You could run a Haru if you have her. The agony proccing card is called the Evil Spirit Dullahan. Yep, that was the name. Very true. Alright, let's reduce the required roll by sacrificing 10% HP. Let's reduce the required roll by sacrificing 10% HP. Let's roll a 6, please. Thank you. Let's get ourselves a Renoa card. The Flower of Devoured Fate. I hope we can clone that one. Alright, it's the Dominator, right? I think his name is Dominion, right? Dominion, close enough. Dominion has a pretty sweet card. If we could get this monster card drop, that'd be fantastic. Event says roll 2 and you roll the 1. Do you know how the dice system works for the plus X amount to your roll? If you roll a 3, you get then a plus 2 added on top. Right? So, if you need to roll a 6 and you roll a 3 and your character has a plus 2, then you still lose. But if your character has a plus 3, you win. I might have misunderstood your question, but that would be my solution. I have 2-star Renoa. Did I throw by not building her? You're not throwing. You can just build her now. Nothing stops you, right? Like, absolutely nothing stops you from just building her now. Yo, Gara, what's up? Why do I have so many burns? Does he naturally apply so many burns? It's Whirlpool, right? It had to be Whirlpool. Damn Whirlpool. I don't like Whirlpool. We finally got Renoa. Yes, we did. We did indeed finally get a Renoa. Let's get rid of those. Let's get some of these in. Do I stream on Twitch as well? I let it be after the last stream caused the YouTube stream to suffer due to Twitch and YouTube requiring different bit rates. So for now we are not. You were legit about to build Renoa too? Nice. What is this? A male. Alright. So we have instant judgment, we have the ult. We don't have any dirge bullets created whatsoever for now. This is one. This is an attack. This is an attack. Damn, why is Renoa so thick? She's prepared for everything. Alright, so we get ourselves our dirge bullets. Then we use the Flower of Devoured Fate to get rid of 2 dirge bullets. To turn those into 3 more dirge bullets. Or 2 more dirge bullets. India Cassie's dodging your pulse. Understandable. Would be better Rin or Renoa. I love both. I love both, but I'm a Rin main, so I'm just gonna be totally biased and say Rin. But no, pick whoever you like more visually or gameplay wise. Can we roll a 7? Surely we can roll a 7. Yes, there we go. Do I got screenshots of my main set for Ray for Renoa? I'm running her in the Void set, but the Void set doesn't actually work outside of the character itself. So just run whatever, kind of. Like, you could probably run like the basic attack cards being more effective. You could run probably defense percent and attack percent, so she can attack and heal. Touch the spirit's cheek. Yeah, sure, let me touch your cheek, bro. Thank you very much. Very kind. We should get the sword that applies agony and put it on Renoa. If fate wills it, I will. If I don't get it, what more can I do? Huh? First time chatting here, if I delete all my save data, can I start from scratch in the enhanced memory chaos? You always start from 0. You don't have to delete anything. The enhanced chaos starts you the same way normal chaos starts you. Where's your M2 Luke? I swear every M2 is so amazing. Like, every character's M2 is so amazing. Do we think Luke is going to be a late game powerhouse when we can get more consistent level of crit rate? I don't even think he needs that much crit rate to begin with. But just get his partner. Right? Just get Luke's partner. So, if you wanted the biggest power spike in history for Luke, get 3 Lukes and his partner. Then all of a sudden, every 3 bullets you create, you get 2 more. And then once you used all 5 bullets, the partner gives you an additional 1. And then all of a sudden you've used 6 bullets. And with that you can then trigger his end of turn attack while also further boosting everything else. And that's just from a base of 3 bullets. This planet has so bad events. Aww. What's the highest level of save data gonna allow us freedom of what cards we run without them putting basic cards back? Yes, that's the going theory. Like, I think as long as you play on very high and you don't have like 10 godly epiphanies and 20 monster cards, you should be able to keep everything. Alright, let's bet. 1 round, no takebacks. We can roll a 10. Next banner news? No. No real news there, no. Playing on, no joke, it takes away at least 50% of my deck every time. It's crazy, so I hope very high is better. Nice, nice. Yeah, I hope it turns out better. I hope it turns out better. Alright, 1 AP with the chance to recover and get more? Sure. Is it weird that there are no redeem codes for the game? It does feel a little weird, doesn't it? Do you recommend any support card from monthly pass ticket? Nix, the support healer, or just pick the character for your main, right? Okay, select up to 2 cards from hand to exhaust, then draw that many, select 1 card from hand to exhaust, heal 1, draw 1, retain / exhaust, draw 2. It does have retain. No, I like getting rid of Nia cards, honestly. Mika cards. So, should be fine here with the double. Big crits, big crits. Can we pull multiple copies of 5-star partners because it says monthly limit 1 on the pull, so we can equip 2 same 5-star partners on 2 different combatants or no? Yes, you can. You can pull as many 5-star partners as you want. The only difference is how many you can buy from the shop each month. And keep in mind, the next monthly reset happens in 2 days. The month already ends in 2 days. So there's that. Alright, we got ourselves 1 AP. Let's check out. Oh, okay, it wasn't meant to be like a crazy epiphany. Nice. Okay, we have the Ballad of Pitch Black. And we have the Last Ditch Assault. I love Last Ditch Assault. Such a sweet card. Do I happen to have any tips for 5.4? I can't beat it. I don't know. Farmer DPS strong. Like, farmer strong DPS save? maybe from a chaos, or from like a run. I don't know. Isn't 5-4? Is 5-4 the big shield guy person? When taking damage after one turn, plus 60% shield at the start of the turn. Alright, give me a 6. Thank you. The Judas fight? Yeah, I just used a bunch of damage and I just killed them. I haven't really looked back since yet. Also, why do I get so many credits? I don't care about credits. We can't even roll a 6 any... Oh, there we go. It's better than a 6. Is it worth spending crystals on stamina? It depends on you personally. If you feel like you can hold out and wait, no. If you want to spend gems on stamina, I would recommend maybe doing like the refreshes for 50 are pretty good. The refreshes for 70 are decent. The refreshes for 100 get a little dicey, and I do not recommend the ones for 150 unless you intend to spend money later down the line to buy the gems back that you just spent. Alright, is it a purple guy? No. Fight event or event into fight? Let's go event into fight. What's the monthly card in the shop for? Should I buy it before the reset? What's the monthly card in the shop for? You mean the ego promotion material thing? I think it should be something like a crown as in Genshin maybe? What gear piece would I recommend crafting for a Renoa? Probably a void set goblet with void damage. Would you run 2-piece crit damage set on Rin? Only if my crit rate gets a little higher. Like, only when I have a level 60. We can roll an 8. Apparently we can't. They need to buff the 4-piece sets. Sure, to some degree. So why do I need to fight this fucker? And why did I just lose 30% of my max health for nothing? I don't think this is fair. I don't think this is just. And I want a redraw. Yes. That's what I want. Let's see. 5,200 crystals, 16 premium pulls with K on Mikaharu's Rin account. So you want to know which account to pick? So you either have 5,200 crystals, 16 premium pulls with the Kairon Magna Haru Rin, or 6,820 crystals, 29 premium pulls with Khalid, Maiden, Haru, Luke, Hugo. I don't know, go with the second one because it has more resources left. I don't know, hard to say. Okay, we have a standard epiphany on the left. We have a standard upgrade in the middle, but we also have a Ballad of Pitch Black, which I like very much. So let's see if we can cook something up with the Ballad of Pitch Black. There we go. Now we have 5 Dirge Bullets, which is more than not having 5, you know. Do I actually play them though? It would be more damage. Question is it worth it? Did it increase the damage or did it stay the same? Like, do you have to activate Carity before? No, okay, it works even for cards that are just there. Nice. We got Renoa. Yes, we did. I'm big happy about it. Alright, what do we have here? Nothing special. Yeah, let's just end the turn. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. So many attacks. Yo, Laserraptor. Abend. My main team is Malin, Kalib, Mika, and I have Magna too. Is it worth to get Haru to build a second team? Sure, why not? Like, if you enjoy the Haru playstyle, might as well. Okay, we have some burns on the hand. We have the ability to retain and to wave. We have a strike. We have a burn right here that really doesn't do much. We're just gonna get hit for a bunch. We're playing Zero System. Why is this guy hitting us so hard? Right? Like, why does he have 2 stacks morale, 4 stacks fortitude? Damage taken will be negative 80%. Is that because of the egg? Is that because we failed the egg event like 4 times? Is that why the game is taking revenge on us? Like, what is 4 stacks fortitude, 2 stacks morale? That's disgusting. Because we failed the egg, we're getting punished. Big punished. Okay, okay. I don't know how to feel about that. Feeling a little betrayed here, you know? Not quite sure by who. Do I use the Judas cards he gives me or not? Only if you think you can outdamage the shield he gains. Do I prioritize Epiphanies over gear, or do you discard cards that shop to proc better cards? I prioritize Epiphanies over gear, yes, and I do discard Mika's Whirlpool and Mika's Water Arrow and potentially shield cards or heal cards of main DPSs depending on how I feel like it or feel about it. Yeah, if you failed at egg event 3 times, you're basically dead. Good that we found that out already now. And yeah, it's not a very good situation to be in, I'll admit. I would have imagined this to go a little differently. But I guess it is what it is. How many Dirge Bullets do we have in the grave? 5. We do have 5 hand slots right now. Maybe we can still save ourselves. Haru's partner will come into the normal banner? Yes. Alright. We might be able to pull through with some miracle shenanigan. Oh, he lost the fortitude. That's fantastic. Now we just gotta pull into something that's big damage. Oh, he doesn't attack this turn. We might actually still be in this. So we heal. Get this for cheaper. Can't really do much here and we just attack. And now we just hope. Is that a fucking joke? Did we just really draw into 5 burns? No, I mean, I guess it... I shouldn't have triggered his attack effect, huh? God damn it. So, he is dealing 648. No! 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 And we're healing to 647. We are 2 HP off of surviving this bullshit. 2 HP! We're 2 HP off of surviving this garbage. 648 and we go to 647. This is not good. No, and we cannot. Wait, can we somehow gain the ego points? Ah, we're close. You see how we're like half away? Man, this is frustrating. Ah. God damn it. Can we at least kill him before he kills us? You know, it's like a final act of revenge? No, not even that. Not even that is given to us. This is some bullshit. Okay, so respect the egg. It causes pain. Okay, I get it, I get it. Bad luck is also destiny. What do you mean bad luck is also destiny? What kind of achievement is that? Bad luck is also destiny. What did we have to do to get this? Clear chaos after unsuccessfully rolling the dice 5 times. I died. I did not clear. I mean, maybe dying counts as a clear. But yeah, apparently bad luck was in fact our destiny this time around. So game's being very funny right now. A message from the game. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what it wants to tell me, but maybe it can give me a Rin fashion card and we can all forget about this, you know? Maybe we can get a single pull Rin fashion card. You just got buried to max potential. She keeps coming home. She is 50%, or I guess you could say she is 25% on the Haru banner. And you know what? Don't underestimate Barrier, especially not on 6 copies. You're really lucky, but you've lost to that thing 3 times? Ah. Come on, maybe a 4-star? No. Okay. Sure. I guess. Damn it. And now we have to re-roll a new planet and hopefully something that's level 50. Because I don't want to play the AoE planet. Okay, we have a planet level 47. That's better than nothing. We can clear that planet and work our way up towards a potential level 51. So we can finally move into difficulty 6. Is there any strategy for the zero system? Convert selected common card into cards ambush. I don't think we want ambush on Mika. So we probably just select and obtain. I mean, the strategy would obviously be play a planet that you're confident in beating. Do not play Nightmare mode unless you hate yourself. Try to pick planets that don't have any super debilitating debuffs. And what else? I don't know, have fun. That is the most important. Do not go against the egg. Yes. How does planet level work? Is it random? It is random, but if you clear a planet, you're guaranteed to get a higher level planet after. So you can start on a level 41 planet, clear it, get a higher level, clear that planet, get a higher level, clear that planet, get a higher level, clear that planet, get a high enough level that if you beat it, promote yourself into the next difficulty, and continue. You get your first very high save data, time to cook, I hope you beat it. Otherwise, you're only getting cooked yourself. So, good luck. Hope you don't need it. The good luck, that is. I wonder if we can even beat this boss with Renoa. That'd be fun. It would be cool if you get your 45k back if you beat the planet. You get a new map that is worth 45k without having to pay for it. So, in a sense, you are getting your 45k back. If you truly think about it. Because if you fail a planet, you get nothing. If you beat a planet, you get another planet. What's the benefit of higher difficulty zero system? Higher save data. More returns of special zero system level currency. More fun. I don't know. Something like that. How much are we liking Renoa? I'm a big fan of Renoa. We've miserably failed our first run before our deck could evolve into anything because we died before the first boss. So for now, we still have to prove ourselves worthy in, any kind of... any kind of way. So, what is this? Maneuvering Fire, Outbreak of War, 200% AoE, Weird Quiz Show. Let's go into the Weird Quiz Show. Number go up? Good. Yes. Yes. Right. Chaos is endless suffering. Bye-bye. They're all dead. Totally worth it. Renoa Epiphany. Every YouTuber I've watched for team comps are using everything from reroll accounts, not stuff that normal people have. Huh? I mean, we're using 2 free units and a 5-star. I think normal people have at least 1 5-star. You just might not happen to have the 5-star that everybody else is using, I guess. Funny channel 2 days ago, great content, keep it up. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Pleasure to have you. Happy to see you coming this year. The vamp game got boring fast. Unfortunately true. Unfortunately true. Hey, Epiphany. I think for Chaos Ishida would be better than Ray, also Nia instead of Mika to search the deck for Renoa. I don't think the problem for us is the stress. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think the stress is the problem. It was just we drew into a... We gambled, okay? Okay, let's be real here. We gambled into an unlucky situation. Right? What game mode would you use the most powerful modes in? So, the number 1 is obviously Hyperspace Basin, the double piece content with turn limited. Number 3 is going to be the hard mode battle missions. Keep in mind, if you get to level 50, you unlock chapter 5 hard mode battle missions. And then it's going to be the gear level grind. Because normally you unlock 1 difficulty every level. But if you get to level 50, you can start beating a difficulty 6, difficulty 7, difficulty 8, difficulty 9 and difficulty 10. So you're not bound by level anymore, but by power of your team. So then using your most powerful team, your goal would be to build a team that can beat the gear dungeon you want to farm on the highest difficulty. And then anything else the devs come up with, right? Oh, obviously weekly boss, right? Weekly boss can also be fought up to difficulty 10. You got Hugo's your first 5-star and goes very good with Tressa. I also got some of his epiphanies for dot stacks. Sweet. Have you got the fear skill yet? The fear skill happens when a monster invasion happens. So if you play a stage, and especially on nightmare mode, every time you finish a stage, there's a chance that a otherworldly entity invades your run, and that otherworldly entity is meant to be super strong. And if you're scared, you can run the fear skill to run away from the battle. Bro, Snow Dupe Marianne versus Max Dupe Lillian for Malin, which is better? Marianne. Like, still, I think 5-star at base is better than full copy 4-star. Can an invasion happen after an elite battle? I do believe it can. We can check out the help section. It's in here somewhere. Oh! Have you noticed this yet? Has anybody ever seen this yet? I swear everything to me looked kind of the same, but monster subspecies, the fact that there's the same monster but with a different species that has a different moveset that gives better rewards, higher grade rewards than their regular counterparts. That's pretty cool. I didn't even notice. Oh, you think those, it's meant with the purple banners from the Chaos mode? Are you sure? No, because those glow. I think that's something different. That is not a subspecies, they just glow because they give you the zero mode. Colorful like a rainbow, that should just be like a different monster. But here's the invasion monster, right? Upon defeating all monsters, there's a low chance that a powerful monster will invade. You can escape using the fear card or defeat it to obtain special equipment. This should, by all means, mean that it can also happen after an elite battle. And also this one right here, right? For the moment, I think only that Cthulhu thing can evade. And this thing can't actually exist yet. But at some point, this thing might become available and maybe it's more dangerous. I don't know. Me, when I see the fear card, exhaust, get that shit out of my hand, but then you're gone. You just run away. You're just like, yep, I'm not fighting this, and you just poof. You just poof. Why do we have so many cards in hand? Isn't this like 9 cards? Huh. I'm not gonna say no to that, but I wonder why. Guaranteed escape trust. I know we saw it in the first chapter when rescuing Renoa, but we haven't met it since, right? We've met it in the story, but we haven't actually met it after. Oh, the guy draws 1 on hit. When this monster hit, draw 1. If the drawn card is status aim, it immediately use scratch down. Ah, okay, understandable. Why is my hand so shit? Nothing useful in there. Maybe I should have used the black whale. Just gonna wait till level 50 to grind chaos so I don't get burned out. Sure. Just know that you might be making it a little too easy on yourself, because you're going to blast through most of the zero system with the 10 level lead. Whereas if you're looking for enhanced difficulty, which you don't have to, you could out level your own team by world level by just playing the zero mode. You beat your invasion fight, hey, congrats. Is it worth doing the 12 memory fragments mission before hitting level 40, feeling stuck at 37 right now? If it unlocks a new set of tasks for you, then yes, I would do it. Because that just means you get more experience and you're gonna need a good base of gear anyway. So just do your 12 gear runs, continue onwards, and then once you get to level 40, you can start thinking about more shenanigans. When you say level 50, do you mean Captain level 50 because at Captain 40 you unlock? Oh yeah, I am talking about Captain level 50, right? Or it depends. I was talking about both scenarios, right? But no, I was talking me personally about level 50 and the ability to unlock difficulty 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Isn't it better to do Zero System with Nightmare Mode because it gives more epiphanies? That's what we're doing, right? We're playing Zero System on Nightmare Mode. But keep in mind, it is more difficult, and if you fail the planet, you use the cash you invested to get the coordinates of the planet. So, risk and reward. Like, just because something gives a higher save data or higher epiphany chance doesn't mean it's going to be a success. What 3 characters would you say are the strongest right now? Mika... Yeah, Mika. Is potential worth upgrading yet? I just hit level 40. It depends on if you're looking for crit chance. Most DPS main carries, which are the ones you would actually be looking forward for this. Most DPSs would actually benefit from you having a crit rate main stat piece, and then you could get 4% additional crit chance from the potential. But the truly worth one would be player level 50 and the very utmost one, unique stat upgrade. But me personally, for my Rin, I've invested rather heavily into her potential. I have Mika with 3 times gear back and 3 times 0 cost card. Withdraw all Epiphany, all because of 5 free rolls in the shop. Rally, I mean. Hey, sweet. I feel like Mika might drop fast if we ever get another AP battery support. I mean, there's always the second team, right? Yo, True Frost. Hello. What's up? I actually went for crit damage main set and still have decent enough crit rate, so my shots just hit like a truck. Hey, GG. I mean, yeah, sure, as long as it works, right? Mika's legit the Verena of CZN. I mean, I think your choice doesn't matter on this event, maybe. But there should be a right choice. That wouldn't make too much sense if there wasn't, right? There should by all means be a right choice. Do you have Cassius? He would be good on your current team, right? I do have Cassius, and I could be swapping him in for Ray if I feel like it for the next run. Or I could even swap him in for Mika and we could try a Mika-less run. That could be fun as well. What's Rin's best team? Depends. I just like to run Rin, Ray, Mika, but that's personal preference. I don't think there's a determined best team. How don't you get 3 mental breakdowns 3 times each run? My Mika has a relatively high defense value, meaning her healings are, or her heals are relatively strong, leading to more stress reduction every heal. Isn't Rin's best team with Veronica? I don't know, is it? You tell me. And then somehow try to justify it as guaranteed being the best team, right? Like, how would you even prove one such thing? 0 mode success rate? You just reached cap level 30. Should I focus on getting level 50 on my main combatants and partners or spam 0 system? Now get level 50 and then spam 0 system. Just give yourself the best shot possible at beating the 0 system. Because you really don't, you want to try to avoid losing, right? Cass is such a fucking wheelchair, man. Turned Luke into a hyper carry. You know, on first thought, I did not think wheelchair was going to be a compliment. How do you beat the level 40 weekly boss? Depends. There's multiple. Right? Is it the first one? Is it the second one? Oh wait, you mean the Judas guy? Practice against him again in story and then bring something that does even more damage. In the real, I got Kalipa and Olea. Would you say that is good? 2 5 stars at the beginning of your game is fantastic, and you can stick with that if you want to. Got a nasty chest with 0 cost 3 Shadow Gaggers and duped it. Sweet. Had some clutch 15 card turns thanks to Haru, Cassius, Mika. Nice. Does Renoa feel similar to Kayron in terms of playstyle? I'm trying to decide between Rin and Renoa. She's a bit different. Renoa is all about not playing the cards she creates, because you could say auto cast and then stack up, and you can then use them for big burst turns through her ultimate, whereas Kayron is all about getting rid of his status cards. But uh-huh. Okay. That's new. I have yet to see this. Alright, I found my water. Let's hope this all gets resolved upon restarting the game. When we had like 2k subs the other day. Pretty much. Been like 4 or 5 days since then. We're doing well. Obviously, thanks to all of you. Especially all of you just chilling here. Greatly appreciated. You love playing Selena with Marin as a lot of damage comes from marking everyone. Sweet. That is pretty sweet. Does doing Chaos runs give enough XP to level up? I'm stuck at level 28. Look at it. If you click on the top left, you see how much experience you need to get through. And then you check how much you still have left for the first clear rewards for every planet. You add that up and you see if that's enough to level up twice. If not, like if you really just want to reach level 30 for the purpose of reaching level 30, you just spend a couple gems to buy extra stamina and you forget about it. How do I get difficulty 6 and beyond on the zero systems? You have to beat a map. So this is how it works. You start at level 40 and then you get promotion matches, okay? You start at level 40 and then you have to find a map level 49 or above. And if you beat that map, you get a map as a reward, and that map is level 51. If you beat a level 51 map, you officially become difficulty 6. Then you beat a level 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, blah, 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 until you beat a 59 or 60 map to then get a level 61 or higher map. And if you beat that map, you become difficulty 7. How does the basing work? Does it count both run as one run or does it count separately? It counts both as one, so you have around 6 turns per team. I haven't been able to log in the game since 18 hours. Anybody knows why? You could try reinstalling the game. I haven't personally heard anything much about it, but I think I might have seen the devs in the Discord being like, okay, we're working on a fix. Hello fellow Rin enjoyers. Hey Lune, what's up, what's up? Unfortunately, we are currently not a Rin enjoyer, though our background is still Rin, and we are still Rin this together, so don't you worry about that. Is Mika E6 already, by the way? Her E6 is actually clutch for playing Deluge for free first turn when paired with likes of Haru and Kayron. Yes, my Mika is E6. Ooh, what do we get? Shield gain damage and healing or void card damage? Are there any cards whatsoever for Renoa that are not one cost? Do you prefer Mika over Cassius and Renoa comms? I just picked this up. I just got Renoa like a couple hours ago and we're running her in our second run. Not with, I mean, I'm talking with epiphanies as well. I'm talking with epiphanies as well. Wouldn't it be better for Renoa to have the draw 2 partner? What do you mean? Wouldn't it be better for Renoa to have the draw 2 partner? The hunter partner? Oh, you mean the 3-star one? Does the 3-star one draw 2? Because I'm just running Bunny Girl. Having fun with it. Yuri? Yeah, I'm running Carity. Reach level 50, should I level up supports as well to level 40, or should I just focus on potentials and artifacts? You should probably level up all the other characters in your main team as well, at least. Oh, and you mean partners? You should probably level up the partners as well, yeah, because it's base stats that they add. My current team is Karen, Tressa, Mika. Should I swap Mika with or lay up? Probably not. I've been getting a lot of different God Epiphanies on cards I don't need. RNG, right? What do we go with here? Probably the shield gain, damage, and healing. Because then all of a sudden we now heal even more with our Mika. Because why not? More healing is more good. What are the best Veronica teams without Mei-Lin? You could run Veronica, Selena, Mika. Veronica, Selena, Cassius. Veronica, Selena, Nia. You could run Veronica. Maribel. You could run Veronica, Khalib. Veronica can be run with pretty much absolutely anyone, I think. Frost. Tough. Has there anything been data mined? Not that I know of, but I'm also not actively looking for data mines. Is my Ray M6? No, she's M5, unfortunately. But her A6 is going to be a fun time when she actually gets there. Is Renoa good? Yes, I would say so. There's some absolutely crazy turns you can do with her. Did I get the Petite Rin? You mean, did I get Affinity 10 Rin cooking background? Yes. If you mean something else, I don't know. Which SSR is technically Malin's best friends in terms of meta? Maybe Veronica or Khalib? Like Malin Khalib is just very safe in terms of AoE and single target. Do you know that Renoa's Ego 2 is bugged? It's a DPS loss until they fix it. Is she now? Is she actually doing less damage when you have her on 3 copies than if you have her on 1 copy? That's kind of weird. Everybody needs Mika, dude. Sheesh. It's all a game about AP. Until you further refine your deck and until you become more cost efficient and cost conscious, obviously everybody wants AP because the more AP you have, the more freedom you have with your turns. But the better you get at managing your turns and the better you get at understanding the strengths and weaknesses of the other supports, the less you're going to be Mika reliant. It's just too nice and easy and too nice and convenient right now, so might as well just make use of it. Our Petite character is on level 20. I am Affinity level 10. I barely made it to Affinity 10 today. So I am far away from getting the chibi character to be put on the save data, if that is what you're looking for. We're still a ways away from getting that. Ah. Okay, what is this? Where do we want to go? It doesn't really make a difference, but we could go fight into random event, into boss, into random event, into boss. Mika is good, but Ray gives so much damage to some characters. Yes, Mika is good and Ray is good, but you can get away without using Ray, but it's harder to get away without using Mika, if that makes sense. Not the usage fatigue. Still don't get how save data works with returning basic cards I remove. I did my first zero system with the high save data and they still return. Get even higher save data. If high doesn't do it, go with very high. If very high doesn't do it, find highest. I don't know. There should be a highest. It only makes logical sense. Or maybe there's like an extreme. I have no idea. But I don't think I don't believe very high is the highest. Okay, what we want to pick here. Outbreak of War, 1 Dirge Bullet, 1 Dirge Bullet at the start of the turn, or 140 create 2. Probably the Outbreak of War 1 is just the simplest, huh? What is the gate after getting Affinity 10? Affinity 15. Your save data files are often bugs, meaning missing cards or replacing them with others. Any idea why? You didn't have enough save data cap. Think of it like your character not remembering your run, right? It's like your character wasn't able to keep everything you changed for your deck in memory. That'd be like the lore equivalent. Because it's all based on, oh, humans can forget, and that's why they can play the chaos. And you go into a chaos dungeon, and if you have like trauma, you can wipe your memories, which is why you lose the save data, blah blah. I have a deck with 3 of the Outbreak of War upgrades. I get 3 bullets each turn. That is a lot of bullets, a lot of turns, and holy shit. Could you please make a video on what these different terms mean with example? Which turns? Right? When it's exhaust 2, when his card is exhausted, draw 2. Huh? Isn't that like really good? 0 cost skill with exhaust 2 when his card is exhausted, draw 2? Isn't that like really good? Can't I just exhaust it by playing it? I mean, we do have a way to exhaust it. Oh! It takes 2 turns. Ah, okay, I get it, I get it. We should have picked the Epiphany, huh? Need to be played twice. First time you use it does nothing. Ah, okay, yeah. Could be better. Could be better, huh? In your opinion, for Malin, Scarlet, Rin partner, or Lillian, E0? Probably Scarlet. I would probably go with Scarlet over Lillian. You should be able to cook up something devious with Scarlet, even on a Malin. Alright, I think we're fine. Are you saving your crystals for the next Red Up banner or going for Haru's partner? I am not going for Haru's partner. So, yes, you could say I'm saving my crystals and my summons for the next banner to see what's happening. Alright, so this currently does nothing, which is a little tough. Maybe we can get Epiphany for it, that makes it easier. You know? Maybe. We do have 5 Dirge bullets. We just don't have anything to scale into, so no real point doing anything there, but yeah. You would need to draw the 1 Ray card in that turn to make use of it, and it still exists for another exhaust. I would have to find like a Ray exhaust that exhausts from my deck after I get rid of it once or something, yeah. Bye bye. I wonder when the first event is going to be. We already have it confirmed. The first event is 3 weeks after launch, which is 2 weeks from now. They had like an interview with a Korean game page, and they said they were going to start their first big event 3 weeks after launch. So unless anything changes, that should be the cursor action. Cursor action, sorry. Why is Rotten Ripper so bad in comparison to some of these other monster cards? Huh? Why is Rotten Ripper so bad in comparison to some of these other monster cards? Do you think the first event is going to be hard? Define hard. I mean, it's going to be a season. It's going to be like a 90-day season with events, event shops, new cards, and a bunch of fancy stuff. So, I don't know. Also, don't expect anything too crazy that yields valuable rewards, because at the moment, it's still PvE. Favorite equipment piece you found in Chaos? My favorite equipment piece I found in Chaos so far. What would be my favorite piece of equipment I found so far in the Chaos? Let's see. I found a whole bunch of equipment pieces. I really like my on crit 10% shield for my Rin. Because if I can pull off some nasty multi-hitters with multiple attacks every turn, it's just extra shield on top of a team that usually doesn't shield itself. But it's not actually that overpowered, right? There's obviously stronger things you could find. Oh, Divine! What we got? All Dirge Bullets in hand, gain retrieve 1 AP. Draw 2. If Dirge Bullet is in hand, draw 1. Discard up to 3, create that many Dirge Bullets. Yeah, sure. Why not? I love the purple accessory with the extra AP and draw turn 1. That is pretty sweet, yes. Do you think Luke is viable at the moment? 100%. So, first event is coming with the next banner around 2 weeks, right? Yes. Retrieve and 1 AP, that's tight. That is pretty damn nice, yes. Big damage. Number 3 in your opinion? Yeah, I get it. I see what I would have liked to do is get, you know the Renoa story where they had the golden card twice with 2 different epiphanies. That's what I would have liked to get this run. So I would have preferably liked to clone the card before getting an epiphany on it. Am I crazy, or do some units require like a dog walker so that they can actually farm save data? For example, Mika performs perfectly fine with little investment, so she's a great dog walker. Renoa's. I mean, I think if we reframe this differently, do certain characters require a support character on their team so they can actually farm save data? Yes. Simple question. Is defense stat the only stat that determines healing and shielding power, not health, and therefore should gear drops that provide shields and passively healing go on tanks/healers? Okay. Defense is indeed currently the only stat that determines healing and shielding powers. Health only determines your max health at the top. Should gear drops that provide shields and passive healing go on tanks/healers? Yes, usually you put drops that provide shields or healing on tanks/healers and you want to get offensive related gear pieces. Usually. I want to know why they want Cassius to have health in his potential bonuses. Because he's still a support. Think about it like this. If you run a double shielder and a Cassius and you take damage to your health, how are you going to recover? Right? Man, these are all shit. We're going to sell this card. Like, I don't care. The moment we get to a shop, we're going to sell Whirlpool. Which is right now. Healing isn't based off of HP. No, healing is not based off of HP. Here. One sec. Recover health based on defense. Recover random stress by 1 to 6 depending on the healing amount. There you go. Bye-bye. Is the data cap associated with the entire team or per individual? Doing a run ahead a god run with perfect rolls on Tressa and Hugo, but when I wiped my Tressa kept all her cards and Hugo didn't. I don't think it's team-based. But honestly, I cannot guarantee anything like that, so I don't know. Hey, extra attack damage. That is fantastic on Renoa. That is fantastic. Quantum Collector. Sure. That could work. When an ally uses an upgrade card, we have like 2 of them. So that's decent. Oh, wait, wait, no. Multifaceted parallel universe, what would have it done? Multifaceted parallel universe nexus, my fault. Is Veronica's Ballista considered an extra attack? Yes, it is. Figured healing would be heals and shield would be defense? No, healing, heals is just heals for some reason. I don't know. It is what it is. Tis what it is. Boom. Are the event encounters fixed to a certain route or are they random? Random. Which combatants that play extra damage? I only know Veronica and Selena. Renoa. Renoa does extra damage. And Hugo does extra damage. And Nia does extra damage. Anybody else? Getting any 5-star 3 times is actually the sweet spot for the awakenings. Yes. You can also buy a 5-star awakenings twice in the shop. Is counterattack considered extra damage? I don't know. I would assume yes, but I cannot confirm or deny. Anybody level 10 in the zero system yet? Level 10 difficulty? I have no idea, because that would be enemies level 100, right? I would assume you would at minimum want to go to character level 60 and get some nasty gear pieces. If Selena's mark is extra damage, then Luke marks is extra damage too. Yes, Luke's marks is extra damage too. Yes. Like, mark itself is extra damage. You're level 7. Hey, congrats. Any experiences you want to share with us? Anything what it took you to get there? Team? Which planets you fought? If you fought like golden planets, if you fought nightmare mode or not? If not, that's also totally fine as well. But I feel like a lot of people would be interested in hearing what you did to get to beating a map that is level 61, which is 11 levels above the player level. Just Maylin, Veronica, Mika. There you go. Maylin, Veronica, Mika in nightmare mode. My guy made it through at minimum 11 maps. So, yeah. Yeah, have you been loving him over Maylin? Hey, sweet. Kill the leftmost enemy fast and try and end your turn before the boss's turn. If he transforms, then his turn counts almost every time. Oh, you mean for this fight itself? Yeah, this fight is just an annoying piece of shit. Alright, we could get a double instant judgment and then 2 different epiphanies. Or we get the source of water. We probably go for the instant judgment and see what kind of epiphany we can get. Sure. Alright, what's the loot? A imagination. No, it's the defense set. I don't want it. Can keep it. I think mine is only like a 57k Mika save. When draw 1 card when discarding a card for the first time of the turn. That could be useful. But we just go with the AP and see where it leads us. Alright, what we have here. I don't know, top lane looks kind of fun. Is defense set not good for defending purposes? Oh no, it's just not something I want to spend my chaos tickets on. I just don't want to spend my chaos tickets on the defense set. It doesn't mean the defense set is bad. I just don't want to spend my chaos tickets on it. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, why didn't you do a tier list right now on stream? Why don't I right now do a tier list? Because I'm a little tired. I don't feel like doing a tier list right now. But we could do a tier list stream. Or I could at least get my tier list video out first. And then we can do a tier list. Do we have any info on who's the next raid up? We don't have any confirmation. We just have an image. We know the names. And I can use the Wayback Machine to check out the kit images of the 2 new characters. That should be happening in the next event. But anything past that... Alright, what we have here. Increase action count by 2, which is kind of... Move up to 3 Dirge Bullet cards from draw pile and graveyard to hand. Or we go with the 50 times 3 for 1 turn plus 100% extra attack damage of Dirge Bullets. Probably the rightmost one, huh? Does equipment affect save data too? Yes, it should by all means do so. So if you have like a mythic piece of equipment, that is going to take a chunk of save data. But who knows? Maybe it doesn't. Until we get confirmation by the devs, we have to go with what is currently going theory, huh? Do you think you reach a point at 0 to keep all your data guaranteed? Probably. Like, the moment you make it past whatever comes after very high, I don't see anything actually getting lost of your data. Select 1 card to play in an epiphany. Sorry, epiphany, not epiphany. Yes, take my arm. Thank you. Rotten Ripper or Instant Judgment? Let's go with Instant Judgment. Let's see what we can get. If the draw pile contains a Dirge Bullet, discard 1 card, 120% damage. 180 upon moving to the discard pile, 250, 270. If hand contains Dirge Bullet, discard 1 card and 150. So more damage, but we need it in our hand. Or less damage, but we can have it in our draw pile. Yeah, you like the 2-cost one? Yeah, it's true, you don't have to play it. Should I get 5-star partners or dupes from the exchange shop? I would recommend a 5-star partner, because a 5-star partner is, I guess, harder to get. And also the first 5-star partner is a bigger power spike than the first 5-star copy. Though you could also argue it the other way around, that the second 5-star copy is the bigger power spike than a partner. In the hand, since we have the flower for the retain, yeah. Though we don't really seem to get much chances, or many chances even, to play this. Just found out that with Luke's specific draw card on crit plus cast, it's just broken. There is nothing broken. It's intended, and the devs are probably smiling upon you and very proud that you found it out. Just continue doing it and have fun. I got Karen as my second 5-star. I'm thinking of re-rolling. You hate this character, then yeah. If you really don't like Karen that much, and you think you're gonna enjoy the game more by re-rolling, then by all means do so. If not, just like do whatever you think is right. If you want to re-roll, re-roll. If you don't want to re-roll, don't re-roll. If you, I don't know, yeah, it's your call, right? How much power increase did I notice on your win since you changed from 4-star to 5-star partner? Ooh, it's hard to say. Maybe like 20% if you play it right. It depends. Boom. Big damage. Have you tried Rin Magna Ray? My Ray is my Magna is level 1, unfortunately. So yeah. Is it true that in order to get the benefits from Nightmare Mode, the characters have to come in broken? You cannot activate the Nightmare Mode without having one character that is broken on your team. Anything else other than that? No. I don't want the item. What? I mean, okay, we take it. About tier 10 zero system, the enemy level is 77. How do we know? Did somebody already make it there? That's crazy. That's actually mental. Yes? Holy fucking shit. That is pretty huge. I hit level 40 today. If I stop refreshing stamina, is it possible to hit level 50 before the end of the game mode refresh? I don't know. It is very hard to say. I have no idea. It's gonna be 13 days until then. I got 3 6-stars so far, 2 copies of Renoa and the partner buff Celestia keyword. Why did you pull on the partner banner in the first place is the big question, I think. But damn, I'm sorry for you. That doesn't seem very fun. What card potential should I level up on Rin Gutter last night before I went to sleep? Unique. Unique card potential. The reader is level 50 units, take a lot of VC, can't even build my second lineup yet. You don't have to build it yet, right? Like, there really isn't anything that forces you to build one. Let's see, do I... Yeah, let's just go with the shield. That didn't really do much, honestly. Ah, whatever. Swoop. What would be the best +1 for Karen and Mika together? I don't know, Ray? As a Rin expert, which of our cards look the best as shiny? Ooh, you know what? Let me show you some. I just need to make it out of here, okay? Let's see if we have a temporary retreat anywhere close to us. Give me 2 stages, okay? Give me 2 stages and I shall show you 4 out of 5, alright? Give me 2 stages. I have 4 out of 5 on Rin, I believe. Give me 2 stages. You can open the cards on battle. She's not in my team right now. you know? I don't have Rin right here. Or if you mean to open the cards, you click top left. And then you can check out cards. You could also check out your deck or whatever else you might be searching for. The cards they said will change each season is the unit cards or neutral cards. I have no idea. It looks like unique cards. Wait, it looks like unique cards though. From the game article we just looked at before. It looked like the unique cards. There were, for example, different Tressa Epiphanies in there. Did you dismantle the HP pieces you get from Chapter 5 battle missions to get the 100 RSS for craft? You could. It is leftmost pieces. So they are one of the least important ones. So if you're that interested in crafting right here, right now, sure. If not, just play some more runs and see if you can get something bad. Shouldn't be too terribly hard to get something bad. How do we forcefully give trauma to combatants in nightmare mode and chaos? So if you don't have a combatant that doesn't yet have a mental breakdown, you go into a chaos and you play a stage that you can survive so long until you give the character you want to break a mental breakdown. Alright, watch your 3. What's this? At the start of the turn, +3 morale for 1 turn per bleed card in graveyard. Please don't create them in my graveyard. I guess we don't really have a choice, do we? What sort of memory thing should I get for Luke? Order damage or 1 cost damage? Luke's bullets are 0 cost, so you definitely want to go with the order set. So I dump my stamina in memory at level 40. If your characters are level 50, if your partners are level 50, if you don't want to try out somebody else, sure, why not? Is there a way to find out every possible divine epiphany? Search Reddit? I don't know. See if there's a Reddit post of someone that put together every single one they've seen up until now and then hope that list is complete. That might just be the only way. Do you think it's worth to build Olea if I already built Mika and Magna? Do you want to play Olea? If you want to play Olea and build her. If you don't want to play Olea, then don't build her. Like, if it's worth it, it's subjective based on you wanting to play with her or not. Okay, dealing damage with the targeting attack cards, 2 agony once per turn. Probably better than the vulnerable. Might as well just give it to Ray. Alright, we can temporary return. Doesn't all Luke main cards are 1 cost not include the bullet cards? Yeah, but the bullet cards are a big part of Luke's damage. Don't you think? I'm starting to think all base epiphanies don't have the same percentage chance to appear as options. I don't think there's a reason to suspect that. So, somebody wanted to see the Rin cards, right? Here. Oh, okay, I only have 3 out of 5. So, yeah, I don't know. Pick your favorite. The drawing slash is legit just the sword getting drawn a little bit. Dark Mist is her seductively breathing, I guess. But, yeah, those are those are the cards. The 0 cost Hugo one with Outbreak, it's a 1 in 5. You have 5 epiphanies, and it's a 20% chance. It's a 1 in 5, right? Not even, because you can also get cards that don't even have a normal epiphany, but something like for 1 turn 2 morale. So it might even be less than a 1 in 5. Maybe like a 1 in 10. Will you be making guides for other specific characters like Karen? If so, which characters would you first? I did one for Rin, I did one for Karen already, and I'm planning to at least go through the whole roster once. Yeah. How do we go back in? Ah. There we go. What about rapid fire? It's also part? Yeah, but I would look for a set, like, why don't you just go for the crit damage 2-piece if you're looking for that much crit damage? Just go for the crit damage 2-piece instead of the 4-piece, and the 25% is at least effective for both the bullets and every single one of his cards. Yeah. So you could go like order 4-piece, crit damage 2-piece if you're looking for that much crit damage. Right? Before you, since Silver and Blood release, where can I find the other channels for other games? I mean, we have this channel, we have the Silver and Blood channels, then we have War Guides, which is my original channel for Watcher of Realms, which is a different tower defense dark fantasy game. You can search for that if you want to, or you don't. Okay, we don't have AoE, so we either blast this guy to Kingdom Come, or we're cooked. That's fantastic. That is some great news. So the crit damage should be universal instead of cost specific. It depends. If you're only running 1 cost cards, why wouldn't you take advantage of more crit damage for the same cost, if that makes sense? Stoggo guy is hard to kill, very true. God damn it. Was it just 1,000 damage? Are we done for? Oh no. Tough times. Is crit really good? No, I thought it wasn't because there's no crit chance currently, or is it only for Luke? Just get a crit rate main stat, right? Just get a crit rate main stat top piece and make it happen. I don't know. Is there anything more? Hard to say. What gear set should you pick up for Rin? I like running the 0, the 1 cost one. But if you want something to work for all of it, okay, I think yeah, we're done for. You could run a bunch of 2-piece sets in the crit rate set, in the basic attack set, and the attack percent set. What does mark debuff do? Mark means if you attack the target that is marked, the character that placed the mark does an extra attack. Am I going to make a guide for the elite bosses? Sure, I might just make one at some point. But might just be a couple days, because there's a couple of them. Though, I mean, I guess I could. I think at this point we fought most of them, and I can just use the in-game atlas to talk about what they do and what you shouldn't do against them. But most of the time it's just like read what they do and deal with it, right? Bye-bye, Ron. Can I show the crafting system because you're still under level to see it? Yeah, sure. What happens to units in the trauma clinic if you don't console them before the reset? They just lose the save data. The save data is kind of like... You see, if we were to just mind reset Mika here, the only thing that would happen is her losing the save data. Really is the final boss of this planet. There is some nasty shenanigan people in the planet as a whole, 100%. So storage, crafting. So you can trade in 5 legendary pieces for a set of your choice, 10 legendary pieces for a piece of your choice, and 10 legendary pieces and a rare multi-dimensional alignment material for a main stat of your choice on a piece of your choice. Like, for example, how I could go for Void Goblet with Void damage if I had one. Are you not using the efficient break card usage of checking if the card restores the sanity or not? I feel like it's not intended by the devs. So my brain currently is like, okay, just don't bother with it for now. Right? I'm still like kind of waiting, looking, seeing what's going on. But yeah, for now I'm just not bothering with it yet, you know? It doesn't matter if I escape or not. It doesn't really change anything. Bye bye, water arrow. See you later. Though, you know, looking at Renoa like this kind of makes me feel like maybe Renoa isn't the same as Kayron and Rin. She just doesn't scream hyper carry in the same way that I kind of like to play this game. Maybe we actually have to run her with somebody else. Like, I don't know, a Khalib or something. Ah, we should have put that on Mika. It's whatever. Yeah, I heard that. Someone cleared difficulty 10 in 0 system. I think, what was it? Enemy level 77? Karen's just really good. Karen is indeed really sweet. Did I max out my traveler shop purchases? I probably did. $80? Yeah? Somebody else said the enemies were to be level 77. So, what do I know? Oh, we could swap to Veronica as well. We have a Veronica leveled. We could play Veronica for fun. We even have a Cassius. We could play Mika, Renoa, Cassius. Do you use crit rate artifact or crit damage on Haru? Probably crit rate, because the set gives 20. And then with the artifact you can go to 47. And then with some substats you can go even higher. So you probably want to go for crit rate, because the 20% base chance from the set just isn't good enough to justify that being your only source of crit rate. I don't think I really understand how you're supposed to play Veronica as a sub DPS. She does a ballista damage at the end of the turn, and then otherwise she supports like your main source of damage or second source of DPS or whatever else it might be. Wouldn't the Cassius Renoa be a lot better? I don't know, it's hard to judge, right? Maybe we just got into some weird ass epiphanies. Why does it have to be these 3 guys, man? Couldn't we have just rolled a 7? Couldn't we have just rolled a 7? My favorite 3 heroes are Ray, Rin, Luke. But I haven't pulled Luke yet, unfortunately. I mean, if you think if you're having trouble keeping your sanity high or like low, your stress levels low, you might just want to go for a stronger, like more defense on your Mika. so that your Mika can heal more, so that she can reduce more stress with every heal. Though that obviously also isn't 100% guaranteed to change anything. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. We're upgrading Whirlpool. Choke. Pew! What's the highest crit chance you can get currently without using cards or abilities? It depends on if your character has a crit chance potential. Like, let's see. If you were to, for some reason, run the 2-cost crit chance set on a Rin, get the Rin potential for 15% crit chance, then you have 35, then run a 27% crit chance main stat. Wait, you said without, let's see, without using cards or abilities, then you would, so we have 35, 27, 50, 62, and then you can get an additional 10 from potential, so you would be on 72, I don't know, 72%? Nia would be biz for Renoa if it wasn't for the weak healing. Might just be a more temporary problem that can just be resolved by... Brain doesn't work. Yo, Mr. P, hello, what's up? Actually tried a DPS Whirlpool Mika and it kind of worked. I got good Epiphany Stone duplication. You might just also want to build her as a DPS, you know? And then specifically just gun for the skill, gun for some offensive items, and just hope it works. Would Rin and Luke work together with Mika, or is Luke another hard carry? I mean, Rin is already the hard carry. I mean, you could try and build a sub DPS, Luke. I just don't know how much success you're going to find with that. But that doesn't mean that it can't work. Nia and Veronica are so fun with Rin. Nice. That's good. Is the crit damage set or passion damage set better for Meilin? My yours has 54% crit and you're running passion set. I mean, it depends on how often you use the basic attacks. If you see yourself using a whole bunch of basic attacks, I don't know. I don't think you should stop continuing with that. What would you recommend doing on focusing from level 30 to 40? At minimum, do the 12 gear runs so that you can continue with the quest, right? So that you get more experience. I would already pre-farm the promotion materials to go from level 30 to 40. Probably for both character and partner. Yeah, I think that's most. Contaminated. When a monster acts, apply poison to 2 drawn cards. Ew. I just got Cassie there. He's the first one I could actually replace my Mika. Hey, that's sweet. That's good news. That's what we like to hear, right? Cassie Shuffle Epiphanies are really good for Renoa. You should try it out. Yeah, sure. I don't see why not. This boss swapped you 3 times in a row. Hits. He gives himself morale. Right? He has this hunger stack. Damage increases by 120%. If every time you hit him, it reduces by 1. So it might just be an unlucky encounter. You just didn't have enough hits in your kit. and then just didn't end up killing him fast enough, leading to you getting crushed. Right? It's all about the, yeah, amount of hits he takes. The more you hit him, the less damage he deals to you. The only way to create another AP generator would be maybe Nia, and then playing cards for free based on Nia's card usage, which wouldn't quite be AP generated, but it would be using less AP to play more expensive cards, but that's kind of RNG. Or you would have to like just find a whole bunch of AP related Godly Epiphanies and AP related maybe neutral cards. Is there any other character that can do it? No, wait, that's the same question. Is it the one with the one-ton KO hits like a truck? There's a whole bunch of enemies in this game that hit like a truck when certain conditions meet themselves, yeah. Very true. We need Kain and CZN? I don't think we do. He hit me 6 times in one and that only heals and skills? Tough. Life sometimes just ain't fair, huh? Who do you think are the two main DPS to build for the fast turn clear stages? It depends if it's single target or AoE content, right? Is Rinray Magna good? I mean, apparently that team seems to be quite popular. Heard that team quite a lot mentioned today. Pew. A invasion. I actually made a Cassius deck that had a lot of AP on his draw cards and neutral cards, so it was able to replace Mia. See? If you just try hard enough, everything is possible. Maybe. Not everything, but most. Have I tried Barrel? Yeah, I've been playing around with the snack time. You can play her as a very good sub DPS. Imagine not using Barrel couldn't be you. That's sweet. Wait, did I fuck up? No, I don't think I did. He just naturally transformed. Kept getting barrel dupes, so I had to try She Smacks. Truth. When you get trauma, try predicting it using other cards. It changes the chance of getting of trauma. What's a good faster team for Veronica just got her? Mika Tressa? I don't know, you just run Tressa as the main DPS and Veronica just kind of chills there. Does some fun stuff on the side. Du hast 8k Kristalle, ob du jetzt ziehen sollst und welches Banner, falls ja. Nur wenn du Haru magst. Dann nimm Raid up, wenn nicht, dann nicht. What gear did you put on Mika WG? I did 222 HP, defense, Seth, Scary to make her basic attacks do more. Exactly the same thing, and I'm running defense percent, some useless goblet, and HP percent? I think that's what I'm running. What did we just do? Why is he getting more morale? Tough. Which card did I just use? Combat log. Empty. Huh. That's not very helpful. Ufo, du kriegst das irgendwann sowieso voll. Lohnt sich gar nicht. Alright. Ray. How many cards do we have in the discard and the draw pile? Oof. It doesn't work on the boss you need it the most. True. I think Combat Log this bug sometimes doesn't show. Might just be for invasions, because it's like technically a second fight after the first fight. We probably didn't Mika. So we can now attack in peace. Understandable, you fuck. Have a good one. Peace. Also, why am I in the middle of the cards? And why is nobody saying anything? We should be over here. I hope we can actually make it out of this. You get more currency, yes. Maximum half damage. That's sad. Like, for example, you usually get 4 currency if you pull a barrel, but if you have a past copy 6, you get 10 currency. Pew, 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 pew. That was a slaughter of a fight. Holy. That took way too long. Alright, 12% attack with 68 attack, and on Ravage ally stress down, we take it. Shop or ignore shop? Ignore shop sounds kind of fun, but this is a strengthened boss fight. So we might just go for the shop. I was thinking, is that perma good for Ray? And it only gives defense. I was thinking of using an off roll on one. I lost my exhaust 2, draw 4 plus 1 AP egg after my run. Aww. Obsidian sword. Or combatant gates in Epiphany. Fuck. Man, our runs today really aren't going well. We need to roll like a 4 or 5 or a 6 and we just never do it. Welcome back. Should you level Mika and Nia to level 50 or focus on potentials and artifacts after reaching level 40? You should level them to level 50, might as well. Gives you more HP to play with. Gives them more stats, gives them more healing, gives them more stress reduction through healing more. I would just do it. Did you know the game hints to you when it stops mind breaks? Yes, I know it, but I still don't know if that's intended by the devs. It sounds kind of weird, so I'm not really bothering with it. I get so many 5 and below words, it's actually maddening. Tough times. Played Olea Khalib Nia today and it worked pretty well except for Nia discarding vulture ejection. Sweet. That surely is intended. What's the hint on the Mindbreak card? They're referring to you can hover a Mindbreak card and see if you gain HP. Right? That's kind of like the whole plan. Like that you hover the card and see what happens to your HP to get an idea of what's going to happen after you play the card. Sounds like a bug. Yeah, it doesn't sound super intended. Right? Like the whole point is that it's random what happens. But if you take the randomness out, I mean, it still works, right? It's just, tis what it is. Renoa definitely doesn't feel as strong. Do her epiphanies make her that strong? I mean, she's someone who wants to like combo multiple of her cards together. So if you don't get like a particular hand at a particular point in time, like for example, Last Ditch Assault just majorly increases the damage output from having multiple Dirge Birds in hand. Favorite version of Snack Time? Probably the Void Selection one with Kayron, because that one it just feels good, you know? Did the Mika deck with 3 Epiphany Water Source, no Water Bullet, no Whirlpool, oh my god. Hey, congrats. What comp could maximize Magna? Maribel? Or Khalib? Alright, from draw pile, select up to 1 card to exhaust and then draw the same number of cards. Select 1 card from hand to exhaust. Draw 1, resolve 1, exhaust 2, draw 1. Let's do the draw pile one then. Let's get rid of anemia. Anybody running into a bug where your turn won't end, just happened to me. Restart the game and just go back into the fight. You should be fine. That sounds kind of weird. That's not good. Pew! So hi, I got a question. Just started, got Maylin, Karen, Hugo, Renoa, and maxed out Barrel for some weird reason. What should I go for? You mean a team? Renoa, Barrel, Mika? If you wanna run out, if you wanna use that maxed out Barrel, Karen, Ray, Mika, Hugo, Tressa, Mika. Mail-in whoever you want. I don't know. Pick which character you like. That's the case, maybe Sheila and Buffer to make a counter attacks go AoE nuts. Yeah, sure. Sure. Alright, let's see when an ally uses upgrade cards. Bye bye Whirlpool. See you never. Absolute Zero Tetrahedron. Nope. Not doing that. Hey. I'm so pissed at the Forest Kid for beating me on bad roll and took Spirit Keyfox from your deck. Aww. That's not nice. Elite ist ein Buff. 50% Chance, dass die Karte sich um 1 reduziert am Anfang des Zuges. You can just hover the card and read the buff effect, right? You can just hover and then read what it does. And then, yeah. Alright, chat box. There we go. Let's move it back over. Ta-da. Yeah, we can hold those. Do you know if removing unique cards like Whirlpool increase or decrease the save data value? Increase, right? Like, you removing a card is something that makes cards less likely to be saved, right? Like, you should count removing a card as something that costs you. If you remove the Whirlpool card, can't you get an epiphany to learn it again? No. Spirit Keyfox is the most OP card you've ever seen too? Aww, tough. Why do we... Oh yeah, we have 3 sources of water because we have 3 sources of water. I get it. Thoughts on Maylin? Very solid overall. Has some very funky shenanigans together with Veronica. There was a, I think people told me about a post on Reddit where somebody used the Veronica Retrieve the Veronica Retrieve 1-cost card with a Godly Epiphany reducing the cost from 1 to 0 allowing you to play that retrieve card 5 times in a row at multiple copies and then get the double kick card with the passion card played extra hits, and that card then turned into a 23 hitter. Do a Hugo run? I don't have Hugo. Oh fuck. I don't want to exhaust this card. I guess we have no choice. Could I explain how save data is in all cards you get at the end of the chaos? Because the save data value is determined by the difficulty. The lower the save data value, the less of your actions you've taken during your chaos run you're allowed to keep for your final deck. So removing cards, getting gear, getting epiphanies, getting godly epiphanies, all count towards that. So the lower your save data value that you're playing on, the less things you're allowed to keep at the end of your run. Mika so strong you need to dupe per character. Hey, there's a banner where you can get Mika dupes right now, right here. Isn't that great? I hope we get another unit that can generate metalize for her in some way. I mean, any form of shield can generate a trigger metalize generation. Or trigger metalize, right? So you just need to... You could even try and have Amir trigger her own metalize by finding items like shield on crit and then running crit chance on Amir, which should, in theory, if I think about it like that, allow her to trigger her own metalize as long as she crits with a hit. But what do I know? Sick hair, what products do you use? DNA. Genetics, that's what I use. So, props to you answering the same question 4 days in a row, 5,000 times per day. Hey, it is what it is, right? Might as well find some entertainment on the side. It's not like it's with any intentions. Your counterpart is 5 is like a plague. Your Selena ego at 5 already. That's a lot of Selenas. That is like a lot of Selenas. Have I seen the upcoming characters and does anybody scream? I feel like they're screaming either sub DPS or main DPS. I don't think any of them are screaming support. So no, Mika 2.0. How long you want to stream today? You like watching my stream while playing CZN? I'm kind of feeling like this is going to be the last run for today, no matter the outcome. I'm feeling a little tired. My eyes are getting a little heavy, and my palms are getting sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. So let's roll a 7. There we go. Let's roll a 7. There we go. What's my tier list this far? Mika and S, everything else is subjective. We really need more supports, or Leia really ain't it. Too much of an all-rounder. You know, some characters might feel weaker during a chaos run than they do outside with a finished build. You know? Some characters might just shine more with a finished build that has a dedicated vision rather than during a run. I speak so loud. Whoops. My fault then. I might be a little close to the mic. That is very true. Yep, Amir's spotline worthless if she doesn't have a finished build. Close enough. Bad base cards, really good epiphanies. Seems about right, doesn't it? Hugo's really fun, by the way. I can see that being the case. I just don't have him, so I don't have to bother with his fun level, because it's currently irrelevant for me. And also, I'm not going to pick him. Outside of chaos, Olea slaps you or PA fuck, stacks like 4k damage turns with little build up. Sweet. Could Hugo and Beryl work together? I don't see why not. Like, unless you're running a team that has no healer or no shielder and it's just triple full DPS, I don't think there's anything that can't work. Maylin work with Beryl, with Veronica or Selena? Maybe Veronica? Hey, Rally! Rally's fantastic. We love Rally. Maybe we can get multiple Rally copies as well. Rally on this final boss is insanely valuable. Yes, yes it is. Will Haru be added into the normal banner? Yes, Haru will be added into the normal banner the moment her banner ends, according to the devs. That took us quite a while to get tactical analysis, huh? You said 2 attack, 2 crit damage, 2 basic attack increase damage set on Rin, right? Me personally, I'm running 4 set crit damage, 2 set attack. But somebody was asking why I wasn't running the crit set, because the crit set would at least be effective for the 0 cost and a 2 cost card. But I don't really care too much about the 2 cost basic attack nor the 0 cost drawing slash. I am indeed mainly focused on the 1 cost attacks. Since I got Renoa, am I picking Luke in the selector? Not yet. Selector at how many summons? 300. Should we already get our bullets back? I mean, it's obviously a little early, but I feel like it's a decent moment. So new combatants will be in a normal ban at the end anyway, not like Genshin. There is certain exceptions that the devs made. They said if there's ever going to be a collab, so let's say Chaos Zero Nightmare X, I don't know, Friday the 13th, pick any franchise, right? Any franchise. Then the collab characters are going to be limited, and there might be seasonal events like a half-year anniversary, like an anniversary or something like that, but they will properly announce it ahead of time, though most characters will always go into the standard pool. Is the purple ring relic that gives 20% shield per attack a good keep for Rin? Yes, absolutely. Oh, whoops. I mean, it is shield gen on a character that doesn't generate shields, that likes to attack multiple times. So, yeah. Bro, the most obvious collab is Epic 7. Is that even a collab if it's from the same devs? I mean, we already got Kairon, didn't we? Okay, let's see. At the end of the turn, 200% extra attack to enemies with the lowest HP with Mon Morale and 1 Resolve. I mean, this one's kinda cool. Does the pity system transfer from banner to banner? Yes, it does. Is it a collab if it's from the same devs? Meanwhile, Fate Grand Order on its 17th in-house collab. Tis what it is. Wait, what the fuck? Karen is from E7? I thought he reminded me of a character from that game. That's better drink water than Coke. Is what it is. It's good, yeah, like a free buff dodge bullet forever. Yeah, pretty much. So let's just go with instant judgment. Might just not be the optimal choice, but it's decent. Wait, is that a translation error? No, it means it targets the unit on the field with the lowest HP. So if you're facing 3 enemies, one is full life, one is half life, and one is 20%, then the unit with 20% is gonna get attacked. Who do I want to show up for the next banner? Nobody asked that question yet, but I have no preference. My only thing that I want for the next character to show up is for them to be fun. That's all I want. I want them to have at least a somewhat unique kit, some nice interactions, and some beautiful animations. Does the 50-50 loss carry over? Yes. You are guaranteed to get the next featured character should you not pull Haru before the banner ends. Bro, I'm 240 standard banner and still no Selena. Tough times. The chaos from Epic 7 in this game are related? Might just be. I mean, why wouldn't the devs have some hints in there for funsies? Boom. Advice from level 30 to 40 mark point. Try pre-farming the promotion materials for both partners and characters. Make sure you play all the available XP sources in the game. Try using the 30 to 40 period to figure out which kind of characters you like. And yeah, I don't know, have fun. That's the most important. Ooh, Bullet of Order Longing Set Goblet. You know what? We gamble on it and... Okay. I'll make you a promise. Okay? I want you to remember this. If this Bullet of Order Longing Goblet is order damage, I will pick Luke right now. Okay? You can hold me to that promise. If this Bullet of Order Longing Goblet ends up being order damage, I'll pick Luke from my 300 selector right now. Alright? Because we already have a Bullet of Order set amulet with crit rate %. So if this thing is it's a 1 in 8, 1 in 7? Is Tressa the only DOT character right now? Yes, which means it is very likely, or at least somewhat likely for the devs to introduce another one. Discard one card when draw one card when discarding a card. One hit to basics when using AP. Gain 1 morale equal to the amount of AP used. That works quite well with us because we can then gain a bunch of morale before the extra attacks of our bullets happen. LMAO Passion screams, Meilin? It does. It screams and begs and cries for Meilin. My Magna is a dot character because I keep getting the dot sword. Fun times. Why did they make the affinity mission such a time gate? I just saw it, I can go up to level 40 and it's insane. You get 3 cakes every single day in the mail at the beginning of every day for the next 2 weeks. Affinity isn't going to be as much of a problem for you. You just have to wait for daily reset to get 3 cakes. Does deleting a card ruin your save data? No. If there's a good 4-star, there will be 5-star with power creep it. Understandable. So you want to run order set on Luke, was debating between that or the crit damage set. You would run the crit damage 2-piece then. But yeah, I would run the order set, like it is order card damage and Luke's bullets are also order cards. So the order of bullet set is legit Luke made, I would say. You didn't see 3 cakes a day yesterday because it started today. Right, the event started today and they send it at 6 Korean Standard Time, whatever that is. So whenever you got the cakes earlier today, you get it at that time tomorrow. Can you know which talent to prioritize on Renoa? Define talent, you mean potential? Because if you want to upgrade a potential, you want to upgrade the unique potential, because Renoa's bullet cards are considered unique cards. Is auto attack better for the goblet? That's one thing I kind of like, what's the difference? I don't know. My assumption would be, think about it like this. If you stack a whole bunch of attack, at some point adding more attack gives diminishing returns, right? If you already have 1000 attack, 170 attack more isn't going to do a lot. But if you then have order damage, that should be then a separate factor, a separate multiplier. So if you stack a whole bunch of attack, having a separate multiplier of order damage should overall be more damage, right? At least that's the logical assumption, but we obviously have no confirmation until we get like data mines or whatever. Renoa, okay, Ron, I don't know. I like both. This game looks like you pull units based on kit and how fun they are rather than power, and I love that. Absolutely, you just have to be careful not to have this, you could say, to a degree, be ruined by oh, godly, say less. But it's not a Renoa card. Sad. I don't know, we keep the Strike of Darkness because it's retained, so we can discard it whenever we want. Oh, I just got, look, he seems to be more of a late game unit when you have more crit rate, right? There's exactly one card that interacts with crit rate, and the card at base gets 50% increased crit rate. You don't have to care about crit rate right now. You can make him work even early game. Like, Luke is not just, like, you could say every character wants crit at the end. So you don't have to focus on it that much. Pew. You just got a double Veronica. Hey, congrats. That's sweet. Veronica first copy is nice. Veronica second copy is even better. Congrats. Plus the foster partner of Luke gives 25% credit if you use the skill. Exactly. So if you want to, like, specifically for a certain turn get the crit rate, yeah, just go for it. When Haru gets added to the stand-up bin, I wish he get added to the guaranteed selector. I think she will, but I can't confirm. Yeah. Is there a glitch? Did we copy a card that is not copyable? No, we have 2 stacks of instant judgment. Okay. Wait. I cannot remember for the life of me playing the card twice. Deluge, Predator's Blade, Ballad of Pitch Black, Instant Judgment once, Annihilation Show. Oh, I did play it twice. Oh. I'm having dementia moments. Damn, I didn't think I was that old. I could have sworn I only activated the card once. But apparently not. Also, why was this just one attack? Such a scam. But bro, what do I do right now on my account? What have I focus? You level 23? Focus on figuring out which kind of characters you like, and make sure you work on character promotions so you work your way towards level 30. Play the story, like play every source of XP available in the game, and you should be able to make your way towards 30 rather comfortably. Scam. You managed to keep a remove card in my save data, which I'm not sure is supposed to happen. Yeah, the dev said no, it's not supposed to happen, and they wanted to roll out a... Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I would probably swap out Ray for Nia or Cassius. Maybe we shouldn't have gone for the flower. Maybe that was a little greedy. Maybe this is the end of the run again already, which is pretty soon. This is trouble. Yeah. Huh. I feel like it's done, but I want to fully promote all characters I have right now. Hey, if that is the way you want to play the game and you are fine with the circumstances, nobody can stop you. Right? Nobody can stop you, so you can do it. All the homies always choose the greedy option. True and real. That's what we're here for, right? Finally at 40, time to zero some chaoses. Nice, congrats. I ended up with the, oh yeah, the remove data card thing. Do we actually need to start cheating? How would you even tell? I think it was what? You play a card that's... Ah! I don't like this, people. You see? Look at my health bar, okay? You see that? Yeah, I don't think that's meant to happen. That takes all the fun out of this, you know? I like to break out without knowing when I break out. It just doesn't feel right. Where's all my dirge bullets at? Honestly, I swear we have none. It only shows if you use it here before? No, but man, I don't even want to speak more on it, but I guess we kind of have. I mean, we don't have. I don't have to. I'm just gonna shut up. How can I run my second team without Mika? My second team DPS is Renoa. Nia Cassius. Am I a whale? I guess you could say so. I am a whale with A0 characters. I'm a whale with E0 characters. Whatever kind of term you want to come up with. I am basically spending more resources than I should have available. How much have I spent? A bit. Will you actually notice anything that I've spent? No, because I refuse to upgrade my characters. At least for now. All my characters are 0 copies. Okay, besides the 4 stars. Alright, I think we should make it out of here though, which is good. So, let's have this one done. Let's get some Predator's Blade in and finish this guy off. Bye bye. You spend an amount you don't want to admit. It is what it is. Yo, even Link's Clover, appreciate it. Thank you. You're 10 bucks in. Ooh, you are. Ooh, 10. Ooh, I don't know if I can see you the same. Damn, holy shit, mozzarella. What would be Hugo's best gear set? If you run him with Tressa, probably the... Think, brain, think. Probably the Agony set, Attack set, and Crit Damage set. I have 8 level 40 characters because I love to experiment with team comps. I have 9 level 50 characters because I'm mentally not quite there. Battle Pass is better than monthly right now. Yes, the Battle Pass has good value, especially for your first 5-star partner from said Battle Pass. Shy Gardener! Also, why did we go from a Shy Gardener fight into a Shy Gardener fight? I don't like Shy Gardenerception. Love your content. I appreciate it, Alterize. Thank you so much. I think some max HP reductions are bugged because I can overheal. That's interesting. They're not so shy now. Yeah, they're more like Progressive Gardener. Aggressive Gardener. In your face Gardener. Never to escape Gardener. He is truly gardening around. Oh shit, he has 8 stacks of hunger. That's a lot of hunger. He's very hungry. Do you think the controller Battle Pass partner is the best? I picked the controller Battle Pass partner, but I cannot guarantee it being the best. It reads the best, but it is situational. If that ends up being the case. Can the exploration record unlock on one planet also be obtained on other planets? Yes. If you unlock something, it says you are now able to get it as a drop during the chaos. So you can get it as a drop during any run if you unlock it. The Hungry Gardener. True. Hungry Gardener confirmed. Pew! Monster card! No, this was the perfect moment to get the Shy Gardener. Max HP. Sure. So basically you want to farm different planets for all unlocks? You don't have to. You could check out a planet and see what kind of unlocks it has and if you want to do it. But yes, eventually you would obviously want to have access to every single card. And also every single run starting Epiphany. What's potential priority for Rin? Basic cards. I mean, the most important is obviously unique cards. You want the crit chance potential. You want the basic cards. Neutral cards are also kind of nice, because you kind of want like a monster card on Rin. Basically, you want everything. That's it, but no, unique potential is obviously the highest. Oh, also, I think we're getting kind of screwed. I feel like Instant Judgment doesn't shoot twice. even if we use it twice. Obviously, I cannot confirm, but it feels like I've yet to see the instant judgment actually triggering twice, even though we have it twice. But I might just be completely wrong. Soronic Ballista's card counts as a basic or unique card, because it's unique to the character. Basically, everything that doesn't have a white text of a character is considered unique. Can you get unbanned from Discord? I have no idea. Maybe you got banned on the Discord because you sent some weird stuff, like a phishing email or a scam or whatever. I have no idea. Whee! More bilge bullets. Nice. What's this? Nothing fancy. Ta-da! Account hacked one morning, but I got it back right after. Oof, that's tough. Instant judgment works every turn or just the turn you used it. It's an upgrade card. So it should work the whole time. But I swear I don't really see it attacking twice. I'm feeling a little scammed. Maybe I shouldn't feel scammed, maybe I should feel scammed. Okay, let's pay close attention. How many attacks do we see? 2. Okay, sure, convinced. What the dog doing? Barking. Yay! Legendary equipment. Woo! We just had that. I kind of want to keep that chest slot open for Renoa for something else. I'm not just quite sure for what though. Echo of Sorrow upgrade is better for me because it creates bullet cards, not just damage. I haven't yet gotten an epiphany for the Echo of Sorrow, if you can believe it. And we're very deep in this run. So yeah, that can happen as well. Your account level 24, what you focus on? Figuring out which kind of units you like, following the growth guide, making sure you play every single source of experience, and getting character promotions, and potentially already starting to pre-farm promotions once you hit level 30. I'm really hyped for upgrade cards, but now I think that for 12 turns I should have a limited amount of them. Yeah, it depends, right? And if you have like Outbreak of War cards that you can get straight from the get-go, then those should obviously have a little bit more priority towards cards that you would have to search and search and search for them to get work. Hey man, my Veronica's count as unique damage. So the Selena's Mark should count as unique card damage too. Mark is a debuff that always does the same thing, the same way Counter is a debuff that always does the same thing. So no, they don't count as unique card because it's not a card, it's a debuff. Is it worth promoting supports to the max as well? You mean partners? I would say so. Oh, it's this fucker. Ew. It's this guy. It's the run killer. Empty mouths. So, okay, we want a bunch of multi-hits and we want a bunch of damage. I don't know if we have either. It's gonna be fun. Do Renoa's bullets count as unique card damage? Yes, yes they do. The same way Luke's bullets also count as unique cards. How many dirge bullets do we have? Fucking 0. That's decent. I think we make it through, which is good. Just in case. Mika's so easy to mind break. Depends. Like sometimes Mika doesn't get touched at all, sometimes she does. Hey, our run did not get cooked. That is good. Would have been a little frustrating to lose our run here. Hey, Nihilum Researcher. Yo, what's up, what's up? Nihilum Epiphany if we can roll a 7. Come on. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. 20. Oh, Divine. Oh. Ew, why does it have to be this one? Why did it have to be this one? These epiphanies are all garbage. Do we know how the game chooses who gets despair points when getting hit? I don't know. This is all trash. Like, this leftmost one is a basic card with a normal epiphany, so like a standard epiphany. The middle one is the same, and the rightmost one is a special epiphany, but probably the worst epiphany. Man. Yeah, we need the dirge bullets. We go with the leftmost one then. That could have gone differently. Yeah, it could have gone differently. Hey, welcome back. I mean, at least we are applying weakness. That's something. Yeah, the best one is by far discard all other combatants' cards and create 2 bullets. 100%, yeah. Especially if you can draw yourself into like a 9 card or like... Yeah, just like, I mean, even just a 5 card hand, right? The retain one... See, my favorite would be 2. Both retain and the get rid of combatants and get multiple. The action count one, yeah, but it's only 1 action count that we can play exactly maybe like once every couple turns. I don't think it's impactful enough, you know? Basically gives it haste. True, but is haste truly that important? Right? Like, it kind of feels like either your character has all haste or he might as well not have haste at all, you know what I mean? Retained version can be good if you can get copies of the other generators. Exactly. Like, either you get a copy of the base version and 2 different epiphanies, or just other cards in general, right? That's just kind of how it feels. My opinion on Haru, she's really strong. Very simple kit, nice to use, pairs well with a bunch of other characters. Absolutely annihilates Justice enemies due to both of her damage cards having pulverize against blue enemies that usually tend to have a shield. Has a perfectly made set for her that gives her 20% crit chance on her 2-cost cards. Has a really good partner. Currently on raid up for both herself and her partner. Yeah, that's probably my opinion on Haru. Retained version combos really well with Cassius. True that. Alright. Let's see. We go shop, event, fight, shop. Or event, or shop, or fight, event, fight, shop. Maybe double shop and see what we can find. Renoa is broken. You cannot support this behavior. She did get broken in that we didn't truly get a lot of useful stuff. Hey, second method. But I feel like the attack-based percentage weapon is probably better. Is it worth to put in the standard partner ban at some point and when? I wouldn't think so. Unless you have most of the units and you wouldn't mind just getting anyone, right? If you don't care which partner you get, go for it. But if you're looking for 1 or 2 specific ones, the chances are just too tiny. And I would recommend just buying the partner you want with... you know what, right? So, we can finally get the Echo of Sorrow Epiphany. What can we get? Man! We're only getting 1 Epiphany and then just double standard. Huh, that's something. I swear Haru feels like a sub DPS when I pair with Khalid. It depends on if you're facing single target or AoE enemies and on how many silver stacks you gain, retain, create, annihilate, make happen, right? Oh, this is another troublesome stage. We shall see what happens. I switch to partner when after I finish the 300 pulls for characters. Sure, you could do so. EO this guy, exactly. We are on a generational EO this guy run. We probably wait 1 more turn before we go nuclear. Just kind of see what happens. What does the repent skill card do? -1 morale for the enemy, -1 resolve for the enemy. Enemy gets less shield, enemy gets less damage. Alright, let's get rid of those. We can afford to play this. Alright, then. Do they die when the summoner dies? When the summoner dies, this monster dies. So we either do 4,000 damage in a turn or we're cooked, huh? Talk about low stakes. Why the final boss is 50 times easier than some of the regular battles? I don't know. Okay. I wonder if we can reset our luck by undoing the turn and playing things slightly differently. Maybe one or more units will die, you know? So what if we don't play water barrier or tactical analysis? How many dirge bullets do we have in the graveyard? 5. So what if we get them all now? Now the real question is, should we focus the doggos or should we shoot the guy? How to play Luke? Bullet spam. Still happy after choosing Nyx as a 5-star partner. I haven't yet been able to promote her, so I can't use her yet. I know I'm committing absolute atrocities right now, but maybe that helps us survive. Hey, there we go. We're still alive. That's what we like to see. As a professional Renoa main, you're supposed to kill the dogs first before killing the main guy. As a professional, we're still alive. I agree. Hey, welcome back. What is tenacity? The bar below the monsters. You see these bars with the multiple chunks? That's what they call tenacity. We might not be alive for long. 286 times 4? Oh shit. I guess we're cooked anyway. Tough times. What's the point of breaking tenacity? Just an extra AP? Yes, extra AP and the interaction with the special state. The ability to swap equipments between save datas that will make it too easy. Can Olea fit a support role for Karen and Ray? I use Mika, Haru and Cassius. It depends on how you play her. You don't bring a Shida team dead. Time to pack fries in the bag, put the fries in the bag. True. I'm just gonna undo the turn one more time just to see if there's anything else we can do. I doubt it. But you never know. I mean, okay, you do know we're kind of cooked, right? But at least we can get the animation one more time. right? The breakout animation. So that's good. Maybe we get like an Omega crit. And then he just magically falls over and dies. Not quite. Have I tried Owen? He seems to be underrated. I mean, if you play him in the right deck, he can be fantastic. And I do think certain units just have more potential outside of Chaos runs than inside of one. Now, will we at least... We got him in the end, boys. He might have fucked our run, but we got him in the end. He did not bring us down. We did get him in the end. Now, unless we one-turn the final boss, this might have just been it. Do I see myself one-turning the final boss with what we currently have? No, I don't. But does it stop me from challenging the last boss with the biggest balls you've ever seen? No. So, let's go. Right? 10,000 HP, one turn, 3 breakout cards. Maybe he just falls over. Pew! He's still alive. Oh, that's something you see very rarely. Having every one of your team mind broken. I don't think that's something you see that often. All 3 of the homies are down? That is interesting. Now, what I am interested in is how many of the Mika cards were put back into the save data? Or did we just create a super tiny save data? Wait, that's a different save data. How did we make it into a save how did we make it into a chaos run with a mind broken Mika that has a save data from last run on her? Huh. Oh, there's another new one. Oh, this one. Wait, can you stack mind broken combo cards on her? So we now have 2 that we could recover. 3. Uh-huh. Okay. But look at this. This is a 0 basic attack Mika. So for those of you that were curious, was it possible? What's the limit? How does it work? Just get high enough save data. So, yeah. We have a 0 basic attack Mika. Is it useful? Not really. Does it exist? Yes. Is Whirlpool still in there? Apparently, yeah. Maybe it got put back in. I don't know. This one is peak. This one is peak Mika behavior. It is 3,600 terabyte save data. When you uncorrupt it, will the basic cards come back? No, they won't. You're making a 0 attack Veronica. Hey, have fun. But yeah, 3,600 terabyte Mika. This Mika is an expert in all things. Wait, is it possible to remove all cards? If you can find 8 card removal events, maybe? Check the order piece for Luke. Ah shit, I thought, yeah, I forgot. Game is game. Game is game. This would have been a fantastic piece if it was auto percentage, but it is not. So unfortunately, our Luke has to wait a little longer. Our Luke has to wait a little longer for his critical chance, bullet of order, of anomaly, whatever the fuck, and his executioner's tool ideal. See, you weren't meant to see this, but we already have an order damage goblet prepared, technically. It's just, you know, that wasn't part of the wager. That wasn't part of the wager. So trauma doesn't rewrote the last trauma save. Apparently not. No, you can keep somebody in trauma for as long as you want to, you mentally deranged person. Yes, Veronica's ballistas are extra attacks. Alright, I think this is it, people. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We had some very unsuccessful runs today. Our Renoa wasn't cooking. But that is because we never let her cook. We put her into a burning house and expected her to save the house with nothing. So next time we send the Avengers. I don't know. It's going to be like Cassius and Veronica. We might just run her with Cassius and Veronica. I don't know. We have a lot of options. We have a lot of people that we could build. I could also start working on Nia at some point. Tis what it is. It's been a pleasure as always. And yeah, if you haven't yet, wait, who was that background? That is a Affinity 10 Rin. That is an Affinity 10 Rin that is good at cooking. As you can see, very good at cooking. Can you get more than 300 on a pity? Can I save pulls over that? You tell me. I am very much over the rescue merit, but I don't think anything else is accumulating. So, yeah, appreciate you all stopping by. Been a pleasure. If you haven't yet, leave a like, leave a subscription, leave a comment, watch a video. It's been fantastic talking to y'all, and yeah, we see each other tomorrow in another video and maybe more. So, yeah. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for joining.